And as we start getting closer and closer to, Artemis 3 and
Hmm.
sending the first humans back to the moon, we have a legitimate application in real life where the infrastructure is not there, and we're building it actively. I I was thinking I'm working on a segment. We're going to just talk about big picture ideas of living in space, and that's one of the realities that we have to kind of get around. And it's kind of a good excuse, knock on wood, everything goes well with Artemis. We're ideally setting up the big picture goal of living in space full time. Are there any technologies or infrastructure that you can think of that doesn't is very much needed, but is just not there yet that people should know about?
This is going to sound a little weird. I'll start with one that's not weird, and then I'll move to the weird.
Okay.
So, the not weird one, the the choke point in space communications is usually the uplink and the downlink. It's the slowest link,
Mm,
and it is where communications gets really challenged, and you need to do some active filtering because the pipes going up and down, whether they're RF or optical, typically is where your choke point is. I know Artemis is flying several first demonstration satellites are going to fly some demonstration payloads to do optical communications, high speed optical communications from lunar orbit to back to the Earth, which is very doable today.
mm,
And it came at decades worth of investment in photonics, high powered optical
mm.
photonics for space based communications. That's something that's easy for folks to understand, but simply did not exist in the
Mm.
Mercury and Apollo era. We all saw the grainy footage and it was delayed coming back and so
Yeah.
forth. It is conceivable that we will be watching high definition live video from the moon using optical downlink. The only way it can happen is with optical downlinks, and
Mm.
that is a not so future technology, meaning it has been demonstrated very successfully in space. So I'm excited to see that. Here's the weird one. Um, you're talking about living in space. We're mammals. Certain body functions require gravity. And
Mm.
um, as you think about the humans on the space station and having to mimic as much as they can the gravitational forces for, to maintain cellular mitosis and cellular reproduction and things
Bone
like
density.
that,
Yeah,
it
absolutely.
has been a challenge. And they come back changed people, right? After a year. Now think about 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, mimicking the gravitational forces without doing the
Right.
centrifugal wheel or something like that. Um, I think is going to be a real challenge. I'm both excited and also very curious to see how we're going to do this.
Yeah, same. That's I mean every function you're pretty much putting a variable on. One of the
Mhm.
things I haven't heard of one yet, but that I'm excited about is different kinds of sports developing. They're basically running marathons up there on the ISS on a regular basis, and to think about there being a moon sport or like an orbital sport is kind of a cool idea, and I wonder what that's gonna look like.
You know it's coming. I mean,
Yeah.
so much money and innovation has been poured into sports and entertainment. You know it's a matter of time.
Oh yeah.